As COVID cases continue to surge across Chicago and the state, Cook County is moving forward with plans to close 3 mass vaccination sites.
Eric Rung is live at the mass vaccination site in Forest Park with more. Eric?
Good morning. This site here, it's the last day for the one here in Forest Park. The other mass vaccination site in Des Plaines, also its last day. The one in Matteson will close tomorrow as the county starts moving toward a more community-based vaccination effort.
More contagious and more deadly, the Delta variant has quickly become a major point of concern for health officials. But more specifically, that concern is aimed at those who are not vaccinated.
We know that the more people that have been fully vaccinated, as that number continues to grow, the less chance this virus or any of the variants that follow will have of infecting our Illinois residents.
Right now, 55% of people in the state are fully vaccinated. That number is 51 in Chicago. At least for now, Chicago doesn't appear to be on the same path as other cities in the country that have gone back to mask mandates indoors.
I'm not worried about overwhelming our health system in the way that I was. I'm not worried about having to do the major sort of shutdowns and lockdowns because we have effective vaccine. But I am worried about the individuals who choose not to take advantage of that.
Since the 4th of July, there have been nearly 5,000 new cases of COVID, and the Delta variant is responsible for 1 in 4 of those cases. Regardless, by the middle of the week, Cook County will close 3 mass vax sites and instead push people to get vaccinated on a more community-based level at special events, at the workplace, and even in people's homes. But the message from healthcare officials is clear. Get vaccinated.
97% of the folks going all the way back to January, 97% of the people who are hospitalized and 97% of the people who have died are unvaccinated.
We saw that for the Metro East area, 100% of the deaths that were attributed to COVID were in people who were not fully vaccinated for the entire month of June.
Now, for those that are not vaccinated, masks and distance still the best defense against spreading COVID-19. We are live in Forest Park. I'm Eric Rung, WGN News.